They, except if they are oblivious, they understand. A lot of these people are honest people.
Change. That one is certain. P2P was donating hundreds of millions to the army in Anambra State as a governor back in the 2000s. Hundreds of millions. Go and check it. Go and verify. Buying for them vans, equipping them top notch, changing their lives and everything. Go and check it. You will see it. As a governor, the army, go and check words of all the commissioner of police, how he empowered them, bought for them APCs, armored carriers, bought everything, equipped the police, equipped communities. I am from Anambra to my village. We had vigilante, our vigilante, if you say our vigilante, then come out. You go, vigilante go agree to join. Equipped these boys. Gave all of them innocent pickup trucks with all the gadgets that you need as a security outfit. Every community in Anambra State had security. Every community. If they catch you as a kidnapper in Anambra State, they will impound your house and demolish it with tractor. There are houses in my village today that up till now, those houses are sealed. This is 9 years after P2P became left as the governor. There are houses now that he cannot go, nobody can live there. It has been sealed forever by government. Because one person in that house was a kidnapper and he was caught there. He changed he took away crime from that state. So it is possible in Nigeria. We just have wicked leaders that don't care about our police. Look at the police barracks. I saw the police barrack that's close to Bodilon, close to Tinubu's house. The barracks there, my goodness. If you watch that video for that back there, people are saying that he's allowing it to deteriorate to the point that he wants them to move the police from that place so that he can claim that land. It is how wicked these people are. They don't care about even these men. So it's a holistic affair right now. If Nigeria works, it works for the security agency, it works for the common man on the street, it works for everybody, to the market woman, to the transport, every place to be holistic affair. That's what we're looking for. That's why we're fighting this battle, my people. Over to you, Otumba. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think next should be, I know really the best and Biruki. I know why Biruki came up. I understand, sir. I think I said I should let go, or should I allow the new speakers to go? It's your call, brother. Biruki, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There's a whole sailor saying. They said every sailor, you must have three things when you pray for battle. A gold earring to cover the cost of your burial. A cutlass on your hip for battle. And a shovel to either bury the treasure after the end of the battle or to bury your enemies when the day is done. Ever better they notice you, and they notice you. In the last place, body they bite you. He said, you are missing some inaccuracy with some attitude when you are always talking. I just overlook. Today again, you don't come up again. This is why I have some issues with Ricky when he like to miss out some things. I didn't notice you. Me, I don't like noticing people. That's what Kabi starts. I know who won now. But let me tell you, the day life tastes sweeter in your mouth, that the food go down to ashes. Kabi body don't come down now. I'm not going to lift a finger, but rain go beat you inside house when you did. Let me warn you. You came up in a public recorded space to say that I said on record that Shetima will deal with Boko Haram ruthlessly. He will deal with terrorism ruthlessly. Let me warn you. I can smell your ilk from a mile away. If you won't come after me, gather your balls like a man. Frontal assault. Come after me. Since they born you, you don't ever see any document for National Archive Ibadan from Enugu or Benin City. Since they born you, you don't send document for Kuru. You know they go to Jaji. I'm asking, you don't ever see for your life. Let me tell you, I learned how to read and write with documents on National Archive Ibadan. Not learn how to read and write. I don't hold for this game. I can tell you things about Nigeria you don't go see on the internet. Western House, I get every single Gazette document from 1951 to the morning they planned that coup. Every single thing ever altered on the floor at Ibadan, I get them.
Every single thing ever mentioned in Enugu, I get the documents. Everything digitized. So when I speak, I don't talk carelessly. And I'm saying to record, Saddam, you can bear me witness right here. Everything is recorded. If the word terrorism ever left my lip, I will donate $500,000 to any charity. If the word Boko Haram ever left my lips, $500,000 to any charity. If I ever said, Shetima will deal with terrorism.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Can we just donate the money? Magnetic dude is here. He has the support group.
No, I said I won't go after somebody. Don't go like I start
use that money for right.
I have done more than that. Me, I know they do things on internet.
I believe you. I understand. I'm just saying, like, I want like
internet. We still left and give right. I know the CM. That's how I do my things. I'm saying to a record. If I ever said Shetima will deal with terrorism on this space or anywhere, I said I will do it. Are you ever best? That thing you talk, if I did it, you go give me 100,000 naira. And when you can meet your Michael, no explanation, no yes or no, you go stand by your words. And if I didn't, you will transfer 100,000 naira. No explanation. This space is recorded. We have over 500 people in this space. You go pay that money.
Yeah, okay, wait. My own is hold on, okay. Where else you go? My own is that money. I keep saying it. Me, I want money for rallies. I understand. Me, I just want money for rallies.
Now they go back on the words. That's why I love speaking pidgin English. So nobody go twist my words. And I said exactly. These are my words. Because some people they are ear drum, things don't cover their ear. I don't have the IQ of a dimwit or a chicken. I said, and I will repeat it. What he is saying, he said it exactly. He will deal with Nigerians ruthlessly in a language that they will understand. That was my exact words. I'm not to go back on my words. Now, boys and idiots, that they open their mouth to give opinion, may not do that. They state their words. And he has already stated these words. And he go stand on it. I said, ever best go stand on his words as a man. Or slink off like a coward. This is recorded. So you can meet his Michael. He go pay 100,000 naira.
Okay.
If I didn't say that.
Okay. The only problem I have with what you have just said is the fact that the donation will probably need it for this Peter Obi campaign.
Okay, he go pay. Now, he go pay.
This is
not be plenty talk. I say he go transfer the alert. He go no. Explanation not the he go pay.
Wait.
He be man now. Not be one challenge.
Wait, Rookie. I don't want you guys to argue on cross purpose. What I want to do now is you see that 100,000 that you're telling him to pay. He will bring that 100,000. Then you will bring that $500,000 or 1 million. You bring it, we'll add it together. And we'll donate it to one of the support group. Then we'll now go and check. Anybody that is wrong, we'll now tell the person that you are wrong. But we have collected the money from both sides to our support group. So you can go ahead.
Exactly.
Otumba, am I in order?
Yes, so I believe
like an escrow. So more like an escrow.
Put it in an escrow account. Exactly.
Yeah.
Magnificent. Someone goes to Magnificent is here. All those there. It's magnificent. Magnificent. Are you here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, fantastic. So
I'm here, guys.
Magnificent will be the support group there, so we can donate this money to Magnific. Then we can go to the records and
I'm here too.
We'll do it like wrestling. When we find out, we'll say, okay, the winner is Rookie or the winner is Real Level Best. And then Magnific can invest the money in one of our structures on the ground.
Structure for standing in front of INEC.
Okay, please, can I address this guy? Please, let me address him.
No,
I just really need to address him, please.
Real Level Best. I think it's better to respond.
Accept the terms first.
No, wait, 1 second. I'm sorry for muting you guys. But Real Level Best, I think it's better for you to respond to what he has said rather than address him. So we don't do a personality context.
I understand how forceful he was in his in what he said, but I do not want us to make this conversation or make the discussion about some personality clash. So I'd rather you address the issues that you have said. If really you said what he said, you can talk about that. If you didn't say that or he misconstrued what you said, you can talk about that. I don't know if you guys have an issue that more of what I'm beginning to suspect is like a hangover from something else that has happened before, but I probably feel that if it's about personality issues, this is not the right place to settle it. And Saddam can mitigate those issues in the DM and all that. But if you want to respond to what he has said, I probably feel there's no problem responding. So just put that in mind as you speak, please.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Anyway, please, I would just allow me to say my bit because he actually cared for me. He called my name. He addressed me directly. So let me also address him. So when I'm done addressing him, perhaps you can actually moderate it because Listen, I've not called. The only thing I've done on this place is maybe when he comes on space. Oh, please, no, please, allow me. Somebody has just insulted me. Please, don't ask me to calm down. You never ask.
Max Ibesi, please allow him, please. Allow him.
I'm not the one that beat him up.
He's going to tell him. No, he's going to talk. I just want to address the issue, not the... Yeah, like, I don't want... Like, this is a space. This is about people will be. This is not about... all of us, we have egos and things like that. But, so that's why I'm like... Yeah, if we want to have a full back and forth, we can have it separate. It's just the issue where about, and I'm not a fan of it. I just want the money, honestly. I won't lie to anybody. Go ahead.
The thing is really our best. Remember when you spoke, you did say something about his submission, his earlier submission.
Yes, I actually addressed.
So I get it.
Please,
I'm coming. So I get it when he responded, but him calling you and talking to you directly is also not good. So, but I don't want us to go on that line. So that's why I'm just trying to let you know before you speak. It's better for you to address the issues that he has.
No. Please allow. This is not a local.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a public place. He came to the public. And if he wanted to address me, at least he can get into my inbox and say whatever he wants to say, and perhaps I could respond to him in any way and manner that he has actually addressed me. But he came on public space. Please allow me to say my bit, please. I've never, each time I've come on this space, he said something. If he says something that I feel I needed to respond, I will just say those things that he said, and I also just say my own version of it. That's what I've done. I've never really insulted him, but he came this night to actually show himself. I don't give a flying fuck about who you are, what you have read, what national archives you've gone. In short, you said chunks on this thing. I've been reading Nigerian history since I left secondary school. I have all the books. I read history. I read history. Even before I came to read, before I got admission, I've read virtually all the books about the civil. I can be posting it to you. When you come on spaces and say some things you don't know and say it with your BS and you think people will not respond to you, you think you've read because you've gone to places of, you're saying junk, my brother. I'm not saying things I don't know. I'm saying things I know about. When it comes to civil war, 1966, I know about it, brother. I'm not saying it because I want to be popular on space. I'm saying because I know what I say. Everything, most of the things you come on space to say, you say junk. You don't even address the issues. You just come and pick issues, cherry pick them, and just say them the way you want. And you're telling me about national archives. Are you okay? You can't just come on space and say those things. And what you said this evening that I addressed, when you made the point about when Chetima talked about ruthlessly, I now said no, that you cannot actually compare those things. That the point you're making about Chetima's talking about ruthlessness, that he was talking about dealing with Nigeria. I said no, that the time of Abacha, that there was no insecurity during the time of Abacha, that Abacha was actually dealing with Nigerians. It was those people who opposed his government that he was dealing with. That was the point I made about it. I never made it to insult you. I was just trying to address it. We cannot make any comparison. That there is no way we can actually try to make light of what Shetima said. That was what I said. And if you think that maybe what I said I misrepresented, you could just come and address it and not just come and throw personal insult to me. You don't know me. And it goes a long way to show your level of IQ, because you don't know me. For you to come and say, have I gone to... because you don't know me, you say, have I gone to this place? How do you know I've not gone to those places? And it takes somebody who is intellectually,
Otumba and Max, I beg, more allow me to talk, I beg.
Well, yeah, but
allow him to speak. You don't interject.
Well, it's getting too personal for me.
I think we don't Saddam, we don't need
no, you guys are frustrating me right now. You guys are frustrating me right now. Please allow me to say my bits. Allow me to say my bits. This guy came here, he called me name, he called me, he said,
we want to respond to him, and then we'll continue on this back and forth. I did not
any other response you can go. I have said this in before from that last space. I said probably you guys can open a space and talk if you have your own, because me, I'm not, that's what problem I'm not a historian. I know the one I know about my history. I know the one I know. I'm not coming in now to start doing further history and the rest, and like they do further mass. You guys can do that one, but man, on this space, please, I try as much as possible. Man, I don't like all these ego battles, man. You say what is not right, you say what's not right. But why I'm allowing whoever best come up here to say his own bit is that I did not hear when whoever best made his first submission. Biruki said he said something about him, and that's why I gave Biruki the space to come out here. I never saw that Biruki will come up here and insult him. So if he's saying what he's saying, allow him to speak. He's a man also. Yes, I'm not coming up here. I never heard what I gave you this. I told you I was out of the space. That you should connect the space. Right, Otumba?
No, but
so I left. So I never heard Biruki's. I never heard River Best first submission. So Biruki hit me up on the DM. I'm coming. Biruki hit me up on the DM and said this guy said something that he wants to come back and address. So I'm expecting him coming up back and address the guy and guys, see what you said wrong about me, and we just move on. I don't. On this space, we have issues we are discussing. Two of you are not Buhari or Tinubu or this thing or Atiku. You guys are not my problem. We can always agree to disagree. That's just how I see this whole stuff. So guys, please, if it means me dropping two of you, you guys go to the DM and settle this. It's better for me. Let us move on and have more time for people are down here. The question want to speak, but I want to allow me to come through shades, insulting herself. Please, read about best. I did not hear the first thing you said. I was expecting Biruki to come up here and address you on what you said, and he said some stuff here that if Nami said it to Biruki say I go vex, I understand why you should be angry. But please, my brother, please. It is not every battle that is worth fighting. Some things you just pass and move. If you say what he did not say, if what he said is not right to him, just no wahala. You guys can always go in the DMs as men. We know the woman. I beg. Let some other people speak, please. Thank you. So I'm just gonna
always be fine.
Saddam, let me just say this. Let me just say I will speak. Let me just say something, please. I'm not angry again. I'm not angry. Let me just finish, please. I'm not angry again. Seriously, I'm not. I don't really come on space to I'm angry with people who I needed to be angry, not people like people who are not supporting P2P or all these 45 people that come. That's even why I come on this space and raise my hand and wait for them. When I talk about Birik, I see him like somebody who all of us are in the same camp. And even the last time we talked about this issue, I said, that maybe Saddam will open space, me and Birik will just come. I said,
I just moved to your bed, no verse. So this one I just that's the problem I fear for Nigeria. Nigerian women don't attack me for DMO. I say we not be women.
Yes, and that word you should have said it. I was gonna tell you.
They don't attack me. When I don't verse, we don't be Bobrisky. I beg before this one they begin attack me also. I beg no verse, so we no be we. We no be we. I beg no verse. Everybody's included. Please, thank you. It's already attacked me for DM already. Let's say I blood the heart for this country. I beg you. Could have free me. I don't be worried. I beg you. Never best, please. If let's say I go allow me the fight to make it begin the attack them.
Even that Bobrisky when he call, Bobrisky say I get fans. So.
I was about to say it too.
I didn't know.
Almost see them over there. Hey.
That Bobrisky feel bad for herself.
Okay. Saddam, what space is this? Is this not violent space?
Now violent space. So I beg you.
You don't see violence, you want to run.
No peace over the weekend. Wanna attack me.
Anyways, it's not even my intention to actually have a shout match with anybody. Each time I just like on one or two occasions I've actually, had to like say something, and I will address the point and say, this point he made, this is my destiny. I've not attacked him personally, I've not insulted him. So I'm just surprised that he can actually come on space and, say those things about me. And for me, it's just unfortunate. I never envisaged that I would even have to insult especially somebody I feel that perhaps all of us are on the same train. What I do is, if I feel that there's a statement you made that I actually needed to, say, this is my version of this story. And if you think that is not what you said, you come on space and say, Everbest, you said this now, this is what I meant, or this is what I actually said. That one is a given. But for you to come on space and start insulting me, I don't know where that one is coming from. Even the last time I actually talked about the statements you made, I even asked Saddam, you can actually open a space, like maybe a separate space, perhaps we could just go and, because I see that maybe you're somebody who maybe have maybe some sense of history, and I also have some good sense of, even before I went to study history, I've actually read these things. I take them to heart. When it comes to the civil, it's something I take to. Let me tell you something. I went to a secondary school. I went to Methodist College, It's one of the oldest schools in Eastern Nigeria. It was established in 1929. I'm not insulting him. Please let me say something. Please.
No. I'm going to do that. I'm afraid. We have not come here for you to lecture us and for.
I'm not lecturing anybody. You
need to listen to me as well. Please. As much as we have sat down here, we have listened to you. This is 5 minutes after 5 minutes past 2 from where I am, from where many people are. This is about the same time, if not about 3 a.m. This is the wee hours of the day. People are on spaces because they want to hear things about Peter Obi and all this. And for you to come here, and for both of you to want to make it a foot fight. Of personalities of about who have a better sense of history, or who have a better CV, or who has a better sense of judgment. I think we have respected you guys, and we have accorded you that respect enough, and I think we have even indulged you to our faults. And as a co-host, this is one of the times where I have to insist on using some of the powers of. I mean, you might get angry, you might feel hot and all everything, but I just hope that you can understand with us, because we want to move past this argument. We want to move past this thought. So we'll call the next speaker to speak, and then so people can listen to why they are here. Both of you can engage yourself in the DMs, because I think if we continue on this line, it will be unfair not to allow Biru to respond to you. And if we allow Biru to respond to you, new issues might spring up, and you might want to make a rejoinder. So
the thing is that you're not even allowing me to respond to somebody who has blessed me. You are not allowing me to respond to him. You keep on breaking me. You keep on breaking me. And I've even gone past that. I've gone past that. I'm not even talking. I'm not responding. I'm not just.
Bear in mind, real ever best. Bear in mind, people that are on this space have not come for you to give them a lecture.
I'm not giving lecture. Why? See, it's like you're picking on me.
That's what it appears. That's what it appears it is. So I mean, just calm down. But
I've even gone past this stage. I'm not even talking about Biruke again. I'm just trying to end this thing, please.
Just that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to you have to allow me to finish, so that I'm going to give you maybe 1 minute and 30 seconds to round up your thought, and then the next speaker will take up. Please.
Anyways, no wahala, no problem. God, I don't know what to say. No problem. Let's peace. Let peace reign anywhere. Let peace reign. I rest my case. Let peace reign.
Thank you very much for that. For ending it on this note of peace, and I hope that because we are all obedient and we are all for the same cause, and I think that sometimes the reason we get this sort of disagreement is most times not out of malice, it's just out of wrong usage of words. Perhaps one wants to respond to a comment that the other makes, and rather than responding to the comment, then you respond to the personality of the person, and then you get the person.
So I think this is they come. Now Tinubu, I blame. Anything problem with this country now, I'm Oda. If I catch that man, I'm Oda. Go palace, go to sleep. Just flight. 5 minutes flight from Abuja to Gombe. You go to sleep for palace. They snore.
Person not dey tire.
I go tire. You want to enjoy the tire?
You know, saying about now 19 get strength. No, before
day. Not true. I forget. Sorry, I'm for night. For afternoon, this.
Don't sleep during the day normally.
I forget. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm boys here. Sorry. I'm for night. Not the pray. Sorry.
So, Rookie, I see your hand up, but the thing is, I'm afraid I'm not going to pass the mic to you now. I feel that this is an issue, as like he has said, he has already said that let peace reign. The fact that he has said let peace reign, I think he should also follow that line, and then maybe engage him in his DMs. I do not think that he meant any bad when he addressed the issue. I think he only made a mistake in the way, perhaps the way he used the word. He was responding to your submission, and I think you two wanted to respond to the way he responded, but
Madam, let me neutralize the place.
Both of you.
Let's take a lady there. I beg. Don't say me they don't drag me for my.
I beg, allow me to talk now.
No, maybe let me go.
Mama don't do yourself. Mama get no verse.
I don't do.
After the lady,
after the lady, Mama get no verse.
But Saddam and Matt, maybe not too relax, eh? Not too don't take almost 3 hours to gist everybody.
No verse.
This matter plenty.
No verse. How many hours you want me to give me a talk? No verse.
No shaking. I don't do like okay.
Thank you. Okay. Make the woman waiting next to you, lady. After the lady speak, you speak. No verse, my brother. Thank you. I no go talk again till this space finish. No verse. ODG farm, you have the space, man. Thank you, man. Please don't insult me. I did not mean what I said the last time. Thank you.
Hi everybody. I'm not really happy. You guys spoiled the mood for me. Upon that, Saddam, you said let's not behave like women.
Hey, Jesus, sorry now, please now. I see that's why I say
you guys are all behaving like women. In fact, women are better than you guys right now. That's
Jesus.
Look at, when you say you guys, what do you mean? I was on your side.
All of you. You are trying to bring us low. We're going to bring you guys more lower, right? All of you. Yeah. I mean, it's a matter of I'm sorry, I didn't get it right. Maybe that's not what I thought or what you said. And everybody move on. But we are better than you guys. Sorry.
I swear you buy what a man can do.
Okay. I was going through a comment and I had I read a write up where somebody said they have finally placed Tinubu to be a placeholder. Can you imagine when important discussion is going on, Tinubu is sleeping and Shetima's eyes was wide open. And this is how they're going to sign important things and Tinubu will be sleeping. and I laughed. And I've been thinking about that stuff for a long time now. I'm like, oh God, this man will truly be sleeping and Shetima will be signing off things like this guy. Oh God, have mercy. Age is telling on him. He's a granddad. He needs a rest. I don't even know who is pushing this man. Sometimes I feel for him. To be honest with you, I love him. He's a father. I mean, personally, I don't have anything personal against him, right? If not that they are just trying to turn everything upside down. But I just feel like this man needs the rest. But they keep pushing him. It's all over him. You can see it. He's not even stressed as much as Obi is being stressed. And he's sleeping. I mean, he didn't even trek. He even went through flight. And I'm pretty sure they will even drop him at the entrance of the palace. So he didn't even walk too much. But here he's sleeping to show you what age can do. And they keep pushing him. It's not fair. If you know anybody that knows him, please, they should let this man rest. I beg me day now. That is it. Another thing is about the CNN interview that P2B had. I've read a lot of things about that interview. But honestly, I feel like these guys always wait for P2B to, have an interview or have a talk, and they will all run into their groups and say, okay, let's change this, let's make it out of these, let's trend, let's say this, and you see everybody saying the same thing. This is the way I'm seeing it, right? Because all of a sudden everybody will just be saying one thing, like, I'll be like, you guys are dons. How can you guys just be sharing the same narrative? All true. This one we said the North should not be happy with it, should not give it a vote because you still be reading the same thing over and over in different, people's, pages. And it's kind of crazy. We shouldn't expect them to praise P2B. This our opposition, right? It's like Man U and Chelsea match. I love football, so I always like bringing football into my talks. You don't expect any of these people, like in as much as we are friends. When it comes to football, we know how we argue and quarrel. So you don't expect Tinubu people to come and say, hey, the interview was fantastic, it was good. No. Even though it's perfectly 100% okay, they still have something negative. They will definitely have something negative to say. They will definitely pick some things to say. So we should get used to these things. Honestly, we should get used to them and know that it's coming from the side of opposition. That's why the word opposition is there. You don't expect them to come and be praising P2B. So let's not bother ourselves about that. I mean, in a few days' time, everybody will move on. That narrative is going to stop because P2B is going to say another one tomorrow. And they will move with the letters and they will leave the CNN will pass. I mean, this is how it's been all this time, right? I have a suggestion. I feel like Abraham discussed, I've been here since morning, actually. I've been off and on, but it's a good day, it's a good talk, a good discussion, a lot of good stuff, people has been saying, and it's kind of interesting for me to see a lot of things happening in my time. Yeah, so I feel like Abraham said in the morning or afternoon time, that we should make this space a kind of, where we have objective, where we are pursuing an objective, this is what we want to achieve. I feel like that's a good suggestion. And as such, I am suggesting, just a suggestion, that we should as a group, bring up one space where we talk about P2B's achievement. Because the other time, I was reading that P2B gave military some millions of naira at a time when they were having some issues with, I didn't know about this. But when I read it, I'm like, is that true? Like, seriously, is it true? I don't know if any of you have gone through that, message. But I feel like we should be saying more about our candidate, his achievements. I know there are a lot of things this guy did that he didn't bring to the public because he's kind of a private person. He don't like blowing the trumpet of what he's doing. If we can have a space where we discuss these things from your own side, from my own side, from everybody that is in the group, whatever P2B has done, you've read, you've seen, you bring it up, so that we can channel our energy towards positivity and not just, trying to change narratives of what oppositions are saying. That's, my suggestion on that. Then I still feel like APC is a party that they don't take responsibility. That's one thing I've noticed about them. They like using situations as their excuse for a failure, like saying the PDPs, when they were in power, they messed up everything. Like after several years, you're still calling PDP. It makes no sense to me. I even had them talking about COVID, that COVID affected the system. It made, it caused a lot of economic breakdown. And I'm like, how can COVID that shut down a lot of countries? Like, you can count countries that really got affected with COVID, and everybody has moved on. And it's as if nothing happened. And here in Nigeria, I didn't even know if there was COVID, and if at all there was. We all saw how the whole thing went, and they are using COVID of yesterday, last year, to compare with their failure, as a reason for their failure. These things don't really make sense to me. Like I keep saying, with a lot of excuses, it just shows you that these guys have nothing to offer. I will still say it. These guys have nothing to offer. It's still the same people that is still going to continue from where this Buhari regime is going to stop. So the earlier we know these things, the better for us. If for any reason at your time, at any point in time, you have been to market, you feel like things are super expensive, you have been to you've had challenges, one challenge or the other, in respect to strike and all of these things happening in the country, and you have once complained in your life in between these 7 years that why is things so odd, why is things like this, why is things so expensive in the market. You have complained about these things, and it gets to a time where you're supposed to bring your voice, where you're supposed to use your power as a good citizen. You're supposed to use your power 4 years after, 8 years after. You want to still go back to those same people. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's hard for me to understand these things. That somebody has been complaining for 7 years. It got to the point you're supposed to make a change. A time it's in your hand. It's like you're having a gold, a key, and you still choose to continue with these people. So why were you complaining? And you still go to market tomorrow and you still complain. I don't get it. It's not making sense to me, right? I have a lot of things I wanted to really talk, but everybody in one way or the other have emphasized on those things. So at this point, I want to say thank you, everyone. I still think that it's cool. We create a space where we appreciate ourselves. A lot of people are, taking their heads out there, not minding the threats in your DMs, different things. I know a lot of people have gotten threats. But you see people, vocal, saying things, putting their lives on the line and everything. I feel like there should be a space where we'll tag these people and say, thank you. Thank you. We have to appreciate ourselves. Nobody is going to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves. It's kind of energizing people. It's going to, motivate people. It's going to make everybody realize that, we notice you. Don't feel like nobody noticed what you're doing. We all are seeing these things, and definitely you will be rewarded at the right time. It may not be from man, but definitely God is going to reward you. A lot of you are having sleepless nights. At this point in time, people should be sleeping, but they are here just trying to listen, to equip themselves. Because when you don't get my baby, I'm sorry. He's concurring to what I'm saying. Okay, so I feel like we should, appreciate ourselves the more. Let's create a space to do these things. Call out people that that have gone, beyond and above, to make an impact in this movement. A lot of people are arranging these things. It's not this 1 million march. It didn't just, people don't just wake up and enter road. There are a lot of people that are doing a lot of things out there at the backstage, that we don't see, but we see thousands and millions of people on the road doing this 1 million. We should appreciate them. We should tag them. We should, 500 of us in this place, tagging them and saying thank you. We see what you do. Continue to do it. It's going to make a lot of change. I hope I'm making sense, actually. Yeah, that is all I have to say right now. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Good night.
You're making sense. Pomo, speak. Pomo, speak.
Yeah, I greet the house, man. Saddam, I greet you. Max, I've seen somebody right now, Sizzle, that just entered. I know him from the last time I was in this your space. Man, Saddam, I want to say big up to what you're doing. Illustrious, you guys are really doing something massive. I'll tell you something for real. I'm not really a social media guy, but this Peter Obi thing has just brought me into social media.
Mama.
Wake up, Mama.
Wake up, Mama.
Collect your money, no go sleep for Bauchi.
Can you guys hear me?
We lost you at this Peter Obi thing. You're not a social media guy.
Okay, yeah. So the whole Peter Obi buzz brought me on the social media, on Twitter, and I've just been enjoying the energy. So
Now wow.
Now body long.
Now body long. Say that for night in the work for night.
Daddy is not sleeping now. Daddy works hard.
He's wide awake and
Daddy is very active
and he's feeling the heat. Now, Lagos State. I want to tell you something about Lagos State. You see, when you tell many APC people,
Mama, we don't know what you talk.
Can you hear me?
We lost you at you just came on social media. Since then we never hear anything they talk.
Now they hear me now.
You dey Lagos?
You dey hear me?
We dey hear you dey Lagos?
Yeah. You dey hear me?
No wonder.
No wonder. Continue.
What's happening? The internet bad?
Oh, your network, it shake like somebody hand,
Oh, boy, fuck up. No shaking.
But go ahead. We can hear you now.
But you guys can hear me now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, see, Lagosians have been seriously mind-raped heavily. You understand? It's just like what's happening to Russians, what's happening to North Koreans, when people can control the narrative all the time. You understand? You know it's in them feed Lagosians. See, there's two different Lagos. Lagos is not Lekki. Many people are faking or feeling that Lagos is Lekki. Lagos is not Lekki. Lagos is mainland. When you come into mainland, that's when you know Lagos. You see that thing Fela said about suffering and smiling? He was not joking when he said it though. See, the average Lagosian will vote for Tinubu. That is the Yoruba one that is suffering, that is inside that face me, I face you, sweating, no light. They'll vote him. Do you know why they'll vote him? Because of the language. See, to turn their head is only their children that are obedient, that can tell them that, see, mommy, daddy, you guys have to vote for Peter Obi. Because if you just leave it to them, nothing will pass. It's like pouring water on a shell. Nothing will penetrate. You see that Owambe, that gathering that they always gather, eat meat and gist and laugh and tout and constitute nuisance and be happy, and that is it for them. So once they see him as part of that family, that circle, it's difficult to break. So me, I don't even bother myself. For my own mental health, since I got into the internet space, I just mute them. I don't even want to hear what you have to say or what argument you put up. Anywhere I see them is only when an obedient has said something, then I read the comments. That's where I see them.
If not, I'll just mute you. I don't even want to listen to you because you're not even making any sense. Okay, the first question I have for them is, how old is he? Just tell me his real age, please, because people say his first daughter is 56. Dude, did he give birth at 14? Because I heard him telling Bishop Cooker that I'm just a few months older than you. Are you kidding me? Your first daughter is 56. Did he give birth at 14? What kind of family did you now come from? And you say you are worthy. Okay, if you now answer that question properly, then I'll now ask you another one again. When you resume as the president of Nigeria, how long before you have a medical emergency? We need to know how long before you have a medical emergency, because okay, let's put something to perspective now. Now there is a very serious crisis going on. People are being kidnapped and all of that, and they rush to his room. Mr. President, and he's shivering under the bed, shivering seriously, and they need something to be done. Which emergency will we do first? Which emergency? Is it the one that they are killing people at that moment, or they will now immediately start taking him to the hospital? Which emergency has to come first at that point? People are not even reasoning safe. Then if you now go back to the PDP squad again, PDP people, you see, PDP people are just, they've been loyalists for so long. I think PDP's problem is that they've been so loyal to the party that they don't know any better. They don't know how to cross. They don't know how to feel something new. All they feel is that within them, it just has to happen within them. They are confused in that small cocoon. They can't see light outside that cocoon. Because if you ask me, majority PDP people are not happy that power has gone back again to the north. All the southern PDP members are just fooling themselves. In their minds, they are pained. They are crying seriously. Because tell me why an article will come after a Buhari. It doesn't even make sense in the whole scheme of things. And that is the reason they're having all the problems they're having. Because in the first place, the man is a very, very sneaky guy. A sneaky Maradona kind of guy. He just, in a movie, if you watch, there's some kind of bad guy that always finds one bodyguard or the other to put in front of him when they are shooting. That one will just catch some bullet and die. And he will always find his way out. That is the kind of guy Atiku is. You can never hold him to anything he says. You will never be able to hold him to anything he says. He will always find a way out. Look at just how recently he threw Ayu under the bus just for his presidential ambition. Immediately Makinde said that Ayu must step down. See how he just puts it. As in, you understand the kind of person he is. There is no real loyalty. He's not loyal to anybody but himself. Immediately, he just told everybody that Ayu can step down. See how fast it was. I mean, you should understand the kind of person he is. See how fast it was to just push this guy forward so that he'll catch the bullet and let him escape. That's the kind of guy he is. So at the end of the day, we are faced with one person, only one person that the reason why people are following this Peter B and why I've seen anything in him is not because he speaks so eloquently or because he acts calm. I think he also is a bit, in his way, wise and cunning. What I see in him is that integrity, that transparency, that I can leave my money in front of you and walk away, and I'll come back and meet it. That is the kind of thing I see in him. That is the reason why he's moving as fast as this. This thing is just the hand of God on his head, because everything has just happened for him to move forward. Wike was so strong, he had to leave PDP. Atiku won finally. If Wike won, it would have been a very strong race against Obi, because Wike is a very strong person again from the south. Now, Osibanjo again had that Obi crowd behind him, pushing him seriously in APC, begging APC, give us Osibanjo, give us Osibanjo. God stepped him back too. Osibanjo is very fluent. He's the man that can speak and the crowd will catch the crowd. After all, he was the one answering Buhari's questions when Kadira was asking him questions. He was the one answering all the questions on behalf of Buhari. That's the same thing they want to do with Tinubu. They want to sneak him into power. Sneak him from the back door. He won't answer any questions. Don't even, everything we are saying about him coming to do an interview, blah, blah, blah. He will not do any interview. He will not do any interview. All he's waiting for is to climb a podium and shout to the crowd, I will do this. And people will shout, they'll play some drum, boom, 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 boom. You say, you speak small Yoruba, they shout. That is what he's about. If you remove that, you demystify the man. The man is not going to come in front of any like journalists and start telling them about what he's bringing to the table and all of that and all of. He's not doing any of that. Absolutely none. And the man behind him, everybody knows this. If we know this, imagine that all of us are discerning enough to see that this man behind him is very dangerous. Imagine that. Do you think everybody else does not have a brain? Do you think even them within APC don't have a brain? They all just feel like, okay, under this cocoon, we are protected. As long as we stick to this guy, we are protected. It's just like having a random bad guy running around. Nobody wants the random bad guy to just be running around. Everybody wants to be his friend some kind of way so that at least he will not attack you. That's the whole thing. These people are running around in circles, and it is very, very difficult to break. Especially because we are coming out from a different party, a third party force, so to speak. But because of the hand of God on his head, everything is just falling in place. These people are just falling on their shoelace. They're just falling on the floor. They're just making mistakes up and down. Look at the amount of how can you explain making Tinubu the flag bearer of APC if it is not God's hand? How can you explain it? Because the only people he's going to get at the end of the day are the staunch tribalistic bigots. You know, like that Dr. Mahadi that we were talking about sometime. I think Melo said something about Dr. Mahadi. That Dr. Mahadi guy is a bigot. He would never vote anybody if he's not a Northerner. Sorry, Peter, I'm sorry to say. You understand? I think there is a different kind of thinking when you cross that Niger bridge. Truly, there is a different kind of thinking. You understand? And I've come to accept it. You understand? Accepting it will make you start seeing ways, or understanding the ways they think also. You understand? Once you start accepting it that, okay, these people think differently, you start understanding them, you start being able to now reach out properly and now be able to associate with them or gather around them. That's why there's this guy I've seen on Twitter, Chigozie Alex, that guy in Castina. I keep thinking to myself, how that guy sleeps in the night. I'll be scared. I'll not lie. You understand? Because I see a Mahadi that knows that even the man he supported, Atiku, is not the best candidate, but he will never bring himself to say it. It's the same reason why Kwakwanso did not agree to become vice president to Obi, which he's probably regretting now anyway, biting his finger and his small.
Can you run up in 30 seconds?
All right. So I'm just excited, happy that I'm here, you know, trying to tell you guys this. And I want to say something. We made a very big mistake stopping Kaduna rally. I thank God I remember this. We made a very big mistake stopping Kaduna rally. It should have gone on. Next time, any leader or any head hearing any rally, keep it to yourself. When the police says you should not rally, no problem. You go somewhere, have an alibi, let them see that you did not go for the rally, but do not stop it anymore. You understand? It had a very strong effect that we all felt in that north. It could have been stronger, it could have been louder in the north by now, but that a single act he did was wrong, and we stepped back. We should not have stepped back, and that's what they're trying to do in Lagos. You understand? We should not step back for any reason. As far as we're not breaking the law, we're coming out peacefully, we're doing a rally, it is perfectly legal, so we come out regardless, and it will not be on the police to protect us. You understand? Look at what happened in Ebonyi State. They had to step back. When the people did not disperse, when the people did not go, because they knew they were not committing any crime, the police had no choice but to step back and now give them that protection. Because these guys will keep trying to push you, and if you back down, they'll take that space. And if you back down again, they'll take that space. So we cannot give them any space. We have to maintain our ground. In fact, push them backwards. You understand? That's what we have to do. So Lagos rally has to hold. I'm going to be in one of them. 100%. It has to hold. If they tell any of you organizers that you guys must cancel, if the police insist you must cancel, no problem. Cancel for yourself. Do not come and tweet it that there is any cancellation for any reason.
I'm gonna have to stop you. All
right. Thank you. Bless up, guys.
All the things you were saying, I completely disagree with. There's nothing wrong with Tico saying where he's at. We're not fighting against our common brothers in the north. It's a fight against elite.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I to create any bad impression. I was just speaking from like my perspective. Like, you know, I've not really been introduced to that part of the country, so I was just speaking from my perspective, from what I've seen online and news over there, that kind of thing. You know, so that was what I was speaking from. I was not trying to bring them down in any way or say any, create any negative impression, please.
Thank you, brother. Magnificent. I see you with your hand.
All right.
Thank you, man. I want to quickly address what he said about Kaduna Rally and Chigozie. First, Chigozie is part of us. Chigozie works with us. It does work. He does a very good job in Katsina. Nobody is marginalizing Chigozie or not allowing Chigozie give us his full potential. But there is just an in-house matter that we have to address, and that's about it for Chigozie. Chigozie is fine. I don't think there's any issue with Chigozie. All right? And concerning Kaduna rally, we did not cancel Kaduna rally. All right? Let me explain. Kaduna was supposed to be the second set of a rally that we're supposed to organize. El-Rufai did not want that rally to hold. El-Rufai threatened the guys by arresting them with DSS and police. El-Rufai, even though he came up with that nonsense that he wants to see 200 people, when the chiefs were down, he refused. He refused to give them the clearance to have that rally. You understand? And one thing you have to understand, the vice president, that's his state. So when he said, for now, let peace reign, you have to listen to him. So we left it at that. So the rally wasn't cancelled. It was still hold. Campaign starts on the 28th of this month. Anything after the 28th, you're allowed to have a rally. We're still working on it. It's going to hold. I mean, you're out there, you're just hearing the gist and seeing what's going on. You don't know the work that is going on behind. I bet you don't. If you do know the work we're putting behind to get these things out there, trust me, you would understand what I'm telling you, man. So, you're one of the people that see the rally and you say, yeah, they're pressing neck, but I tell you, there's a lot going on, a lot. So, please, just don't conclude, okay? But Kaduna will still hold. Whether El-Rufai likes it or yes, that rally will hold. I can assure you of that one. All right? I just want to put that out there. But can I give my submission, or you have other people?
I do. If you want to wait,
I'll be real quick.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I had to jump above you guys. Saddam, I purposely came here to talk to you. Did you see what happened in Jos? Okay. I wanted you to see it. Then I'll come and rub it on your face. Don't be scared. Don't underestimate my people, man. Saddam, don't underestimate my guys that were working. I told you, man, we're going to put everything in that rally. I can't wait. Saddam, this is what it is. Many more to come.
If it comes to Jos, ask Sarah to have been. Jos is my state.
I know. That's why I came. I know you were like, oh man, so I can't wait for Jos.
I've known Jos to be obedient since 3 months ago. Even for Plateau State, I am very certain I have men on ground. I have not one day. I can shake for Anambra State before I shake for Jos. I am certain of Jos.
They did good.
No. That is my state. That one I know they shake for Plateau State.
I'll tell you, man.
That's the problem.
Those guys, they put in the work. I'm not gonna keep. They put in the work. Man, we pushed them and they did respond. So I'm proud of them, man. Plateau State did real good. And every other state, man, 7 states did real good. October 10th is October 1st is the D-Day, man. Hey guys, Saddam, please, I want to use this this opportunity to tell everybody here. I mean, those my crew that are always with me, man. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll get back at it again on Monday.
No much. What of the? Are you guys not following the INEC match?
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? We'll get back on it on Monday, man. Me and my people, we're going to go back again and start crowdfunding again, and we'll get INEC. INEC match is a given, man. For sure. We'll go out there. And I want to tell you guys, we want to crowdfund for lawyers. We are trying to put out 10 lawyers out there to sue INEC, take the case to INEC, take the case to Ebonyi State, Kaduna State, Lagos State, and which other state? 4 states. We have to start pressing these guys, taking them to court now. So
I thought I've seen like a group called like Coalition of Lawyers from Peter Obi. I thought I've seen
they need money. Yes. I'm telling you the honest truth. They need money. We're not waiting for Peter Obi or Labour Party. We're doing it. We're not waiting. Yes, the coalition for Peter Obi, those lawyers. Yes, they will tell you yes, they do. But I'm telling you the honest truth, the gospel truth. They need money to file these cases. They need money. Even if they're doing pro bono, they will tell you they still need money. Some of the attorneys want to fly to Abuja. They will tell you, oh, so I'm going to go and represent you, but how am I going to go? You get what I'm saying? So, guys, please. I mean, nobody is going to take your money. Everything is going towards this cause. Whether you bring the money or you don't, we will look for a way to get it done. But we have to do the rally, the INEC rally. We have to do the normal rally. October 1st is another set of rally. Once we're done with the state rally, we're going to the local government rallies. We're going to medical, the medical, excuse me.
The medical outreach.
Yeah, excuse me. We're going to the medical outreach. We're going to the motor park outreach. We're going to sponsor those Agberos. We're giving their kids scholarship. Agbero, do you want to live a good life? Keep doing your Agbero and let the kids go to school and come tell you what you don't want to hear. So, look, we have a lot of stuff that we're going to do. We're following them bumper to bumper. United, I know you're here. You're listening. We're not scared telling you guys what we're doing, but you guys should go do it. Skill acquisition. We're teaching most of these women in the north how to do stuff for themselves.
Magnificent. Sorry. You were telling United that they should go and do it. What do you want them to do? We're not talking about protests. So you can call them for the INEC protest. They can join us on that one. They can join you. Or not this one. Go ahead.
Max, you're damn right about that, man. So, guys, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this thing. I'm glad you're seeing the rallies and we're doing it, you know. So, my take is, for the lady, I want to quickly say something that is saying Saddam should think about doing something else, or how did she even put it? My dear sister, please don't change anything. You see this movement, everybody will plug in from different angles. Follow the ride. Whatever you can do, do it. And when people see that and they like it, they will ride with you. When they ride to the point where they feel they're satisfied, another thing will come, you plug into that. Organic movement, you can't change the tide. You just have to go with the flow. Plug in, do your beats, come out when you're tired. Someone else will take over from there. Vawulence space, I'm telling you, you can't change it. This is how it is, and it's working. You can't change the winning team. You are free to set up your own space, do your own thing. People will come, people will follow you. And when they're tired, they will navigate to someplace else. So my dear sister, this place is hard. It's for the people that can take it. If you can't take it, please come to my space. We're gentle. Go to Bishop's space. Bishop is nice. You know, go to Thomas' space. You know, go and get that. That's the way they don't. No offense, but we all. Yeah, you know,
the space and about politics.
No, thank you. And there's another space now coming up. Round table talk for women. Round table talk for men. You know, so everybody has a part to play. Let's just play our part. Let's have fun. Let's go with the ride. At the end of the day, Peter Obi will be the president. I'm telling you guys, look, it's a divine call. Nothing would stop that man. Nothing. Anything you try, him does not stick. What does that tell you? Anything you try, that man, it does not stick. It doesn't. Look at the hand of God. Look, from when he came in till now, even himself, he does not know how it works. That's why he's going with the flow. It doesn't. So please, let's just do our bit. Make it a must that we preach LP to everybody. Because at the end of the day, it is Labour Party. It is not Obi's movement. Please, LP is what we need to tell people. Vote LP. Let's not forget that. A lot of people still think he's in PDP. A lot of people, they think Peter Obi is still in PDP. So please, guys, tell them Labour Party, Labour Party. INEC, they will kill themselves. I mean, I'm not worried about INEC. They will kill themselves because they will listen to the people. This time around, they will listen. Any which way they like it, they will listen. We would not leave them till they listen. They do what we want. INEC is going to do our bidding. Forget about APC. INEC will do what we want because the world is watching. The world is watching. Guys, man, thank you very much. That's all I have to say, man. I don't want to take your time. Otumba, I see you, man. Saddam, thanks a lot. Max Obese, man, long time. I've not seen you for a minute, but nice seeing you again. All right, man. Everybody, peace out, man. Thank you, guys. One love, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much,
bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for what you guys do, man. Keep it up, my brother. Otumba is going next, please.
I think we have Ken.
No, I mean, let United speak. I mean, United
go ahead and Ken. United and Ken. Go ahead, United. Mm-hmm.
United idea. Rest United don't sleep. Wake up.
You don't say that scout. Now you don't say that boy scout. In the salute.
I can talk if it's not your radio.
Talk.
Thank God I finally spoke because my wife has been laughing at me since that I will not achieve my objective tonight to be inducted in the violent team.
Apologies, brother. Apologies.
And I said to myself, I will not sleep until I speak. So finally, I will shame her tonight. So people will always win.
I'll make a root talk again.
Madam, please, I'm officially asking you today to induct me into violence team because I've been enjoying it myself. I come, but I don't usually stay in this this section. I always go to Bishop and Bell and Odd, but today I really enjoyed it. Please induct me into that.
Magnificent. Two cola nuts. You go chop 2 cola nuts. Bitter cola. Drink Otogo bitters and Bubu.
then after that, attend the Vawulence page for 3 weeks.
Don't stop.
The only problem I have is that I don't get the chance to speak. Anyway, Magnificent, please DM me so that based on your request, I will see what I can do for you. Please, personally, the reason why I don't like staying on spaces is that most times, one, I don't have the time to stay that long to get to speak. Then secondly, after I speak, Every time I speak, I get up to 10, 15 people sending me private messages about their situation. And I used to get angry before until somebody sent me a message that even if it's 1,000 naira. And I was like, for real, what are you going to do with 1,000? But immediately I sent the person 10K. The person sent me the account balance. All he had before was 100 naira. I shed tears. That was to tell you how bad it is. And I started asking myself, all these people that are shouting, ratified and articulate, are they really human beings? Like, for them, do they think that things, because they are getting peanuts, then they think everybody will be okay? So for me, honestly speaking, I think that this violence team today, I really so much enjoyed for the hours I've been here listening. And I think another thing I want us to also understand is that, again, some people are saying, oh, Igbo brothers are not taking it as serious as the other part of Nigeria. Let's understand that if the Igbos carry P2B on their head, they will also come back, just like they started earlier, that he's a new candidate. Even those people that you see that are political elites or whatever that are not supporting P2B, they will all vote for P2B. That one is for sure. So let's leave the Igbo. My interest is how to support the people working in the north, because that is where we need the penetration. That is where we need to invest our time and resources to convert, because I will tell you, the south is already covered. Our attention should be focused on the north. How do we continue to penetrate? Then another suggestion I also have is that during this campaign, if possible, let Labour Party strategy not be campaigning in the city. Let Labour Party campaign in the rural areas. Find one major rural area and do their campaign so that people in the city will come. By the time everybody is going to that rural area, everybody will already be hearing about this P2B and Labour Party. Then when we talk about BAT, and let me be a bit violent about Tinubu. The truth is that what is even about, why do we even spend time talking about Tinubu? Who is he? The identity we don't know. Source of income, he was a broker, investor. Which company? Blue chip company. For somebody who wants to go to a president, even the blue chip company, we don't know. They say P2B, Reno Mokri has been making himself very stupid recently. That, oh, P2B is, what they call it, who is going for, say, he's changing Nigeria from consumption to production, that has the highest importation. P2B has always said he's a trader. And what I understand, because I'm in a business field, a trader is somebody who is available to trade what is available. So, if P2B has said he is trading, that means he is coming to tell Nigeria, produce, I will show you how to trade your goods. Everybody that is here, if I tell you today, produce 10,000 pieces of whatever you produce, I will sell it for you. You will rush and borrow money and produce because you have a market. But when you produce and nobody is going to trade it, nobody is going to sell it, you cannot produce. That is what is happening to our farms. That is when people go to farm and produce. Even I went to Benue State and I saw orange being thrown in the street and everywhere. And I said to myself, if we have roads, this orange, the farmers will not be selling their orange in Benue. They will be organizing, have a community and try put their orange together, go and sell it in Lagos where they will make more money. I'm a development economist. So I understand when P2B says he will change Nigeria from production to consumption and from consumption to production. I understand what that simply means. It's going to have a spiral effect, not only to the traders, but to every value chain. So why do we allow people, because they feel they are doing well, or because they are taking 70,000 or whatever from politicians, and they feel stupid? It pains me when I even see young boys, young girls, shouting ratified, shouting articulate. Under whose money? Most of them, they will still slide in and tell me, hey, please, I need money. I need help. There's one of them that slid in into my DM asking me for money. I just checked his profile. And I say, you're supporting, what they call Tinubu. You're asking me for help. For me to give you money, so you buy DM and start going to support Tinubu. Are you crazy? I'm obedient. I don't support rubbish. So even if I'm going to go to hell without helping him, let me go to hell. Because we cannot be here suffering ourselves. I left Nigeria every time under the code. And somebody is telling me, well, ratify the change Lagos. Change Lagos what? If you are coming back from Nigeria, anytime you get to Nigeria, what happens in airport? First of all, you are meant to buy trolley that is free all over the world. What kind of rubbish are we telling you change Lagos? Change Lagos what? Yeah, you stay in traffic for how many hours? Do you know the productive time that we waste staying on traffic? What kind of nonsense when people tell me Tinubu will change Nigeria? Even his hands, they have not even changed his health. They have not changed his hands. Shaking. He will come to change Nigeria. Look at people be traveling up and down. Even in the plane, he's busy, not sleeping. He's busy having conversation everywhere he goes. Even when Adiola was interviewing him, you could see that this man is tired. But still, he was passionate to talk. Yet somebody is on private jet, moving up and down. He cannot even stay for hours, just there, sleeping. I will not subject my father to this kind of ridicule. I pity his children that he subject their father because of greed. Seriously, there are things we cannot take. And I will tell us one thing. Obedience, we have done very well. In the let me be honest. I remember hosting my children's birthday on June 5th, 15. This year, June 15, and so many of my friends came, and they were all telling me, Kai, we are Igbos. These people will not vote for us. P2B will not make any headway. Lo and behold, one of them hosted his daughter's birthday last month. We went there. The discussion changed. Oh, why P2B is making progress? That is to tell you that people underestimated P2B. And the truth is that P2B is a leader. And what is a leader? A leader is somebody that sees beyond people. Before people will calculate, when they never knew that P2B was going to leave PDP. No analyst foresaw it, but he left. When he was going to America, Canada, and all, they were saying, what is he traveling up and down? They didn't know the importance. To tell you how our violence is, CNN rejected granting his interview, but we put pressure. CNN granted his interview. Our pressure is working. Our pressure is seriously working. So I will tell us, everybody, we are doing great. Keep the fire burning. Let us face INEC as we have agreed. Let us face National Assembly. So make sure that all those people they've appointed, they cannot confirm them, who are parties, who are politicians, so that they don't confirm them. Let us keep that pressure. And let us maintain the social media space. Because this is their problem. We are not giving them the chance. I was watching Daniel Buala saying that, oh, the vote came from social media. So it means we are totally in control of social media. So they cannot even spread any negative news. Everything they try has failed. Reno is no longer relevant. All of them, they're no longer relevant. These idiots now that call themselves the senior advocate of nonsense, he's now making Nigerians see that he's a dirty pig. So let us continue. And that's why I say today I am officially inducted in this team, that I will join you people. That even that water, how I used to hear, because I don't know all those languages, but I started to learn them. Join me, I will join. In fact, before I used to be, my reputation, let my students not see me doing all this thing. One of my students even made mistake in writing a coursework. He wrote obedient, spelled obedient in the terms of obedient of P2P, rather than the obedient of English. And I was laughing when I was marking the script. So it's that effect, and I'm now fully inducted. I don't care. Nobody can take away my PhD. I work for it. And I have to be dating. Until 2003, we all have to fight life. We have to fight for our lives. I was building a house in Nigeria, but at the point I had to stop because of kidnapping. Why can't we invest our money? Why can't we even come back home? Every time I want to come back, my father will say, don't come back, kidnapping. Why? And yet people will tell me pacify. People will tell me articulate. Don't fire all of them. Let's start speaking that language you don't like. Our principal is gentle, but we cannot be gentle like our principal. We need to be violent so that our principal will be gentle. We are fighting for our lives, and we all have to fight it with everything we've got. This is not a matter of, let every narrative that you play. I watch Arise every day. Kudos to this guy. What's that his name? Rufai. Because if not for Rufai, Abati and that lady, what's that her name? They would have rubbished every chances of P2P. But Rufai will always keep them on their toes, especially when PDP comes. Look at Channels TV. Channels TV is even confused now. They don't even know whether to support the APC or Labour or whatever. They are confused. So let us continue to give them that thing that they don't want to hear. We will fight them. CNN granted at least now P2B is global. One advantage of CNN interview that even if it's 10 minutes, it will not make people to go and research about P2B. So it's now become a global icon, whether they agree or not. We are mounting pressure on them. We are pressing their neck, and I will join the team to press and press and press until we get them there. And they don't even know what will happen. We get into the Aso Rock. I will tell you one thing.
30 seconds, my brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
The reason why I am telling you P2B might not, everything he have said it to them that, what do you want? You want a policy document? Have you not seen anything? The only reason I see P2B different from all of them is that he has the political will. And what Nigeria wants is somebody with political will to fix Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Welcome to the Violence Department. We gladly welcome you, sir. welcome.
I hope you have bitter cola or cola nuts.
What's the recipe again, Saddam? I don't forget. Bitter cola, cola nuts. 2 bitter cola, 2 cola nuts, Ogidiga, Odogwi bitters.
No agbado.
With
African shop.
With Gbogbo Lise. You know what they call Gbogbo Lise?
So Saddam, no agbado.
How about waiting? You won't make him begin flying for night. My brother, you want to talk to the Violence Department, my brother. It's free, it is free, it is all encompassing, it is knowledge based. I'm happy you came today. Thank you, welcome. Thank you for the contributions you're doing on ground. Honestly, whatever we can do, it's what we need to do. Very much. We appreciate you. Oh yeah, United, my brother. You have the space.
Okay, thank you for having me once again, Saddam. Sorry, I was my hand was tied then, so.
Okay. Are you sure you're alone?
This one you're giving us bedroom. This one you're giving us bedroom voice. I'm
with Angel Jibril. So this is I've listened to a lot of submission, conversation that I would have loved to respond to. As it is, you just have to wait for your time. So, Anachu, Ayodele, Achi, and some other people that actually mention my name or talk about my submission here. You see, firstly, let me say something. It is actually obvious that the only thing what I said then was that Peter Obi is kind of the favorite candidate when you compare the people that are actually supposed to be talking about this 2023 election. That is excluding him. That is excluding these guys that have been around for ages. The two political party that has failed. So when you compare other parties that we feel like they are the only one in this contest. So I feel Peter will look like a favorite, and I said it, and I went ahead that my party, my candidate is a sellable candidate that
It don't happen. It don't happen.
So instead of leave my time, though, I'm not going to revitalize revive.
It don't happen, no, my brother United. Your candidate is a seller. Jack, say off your mic. United, what happened now? Let's allow other people to speak. When you come back. Well, now you continue. Liberty, I think let's take a lady. Lifer, please, I'm sorry, you don't attack me. Liberty, are you there? Oh yeah, Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, incoming senator?
By the grace of God, I did. I appreciate everyone. Good morning, Mr. Saddam, Maz, and the co-host, Otuba, everybody on this page. It's a privilege to speak to you again. Whenever Mike is giving me, I see it as a privilege. And something just worried me. I saw a picture yesterday or a video, and I was trying to confirm this. And if this information is true, then Nigerians, you guys are not fair to us. The Nigerians are not fair to us. The youth are not even fair to the youth. If truly Agbado Master actually slept in that palace, Jesus, then you see, that is why I kept shouting. Even on the APC page, I go there, I say my mind. I am pro-youth. Once you are above 65 to 70, rest in peace at home and be taking care of your grandchildren. Hey, bring water for me. Play, so that they can be giving you some good gist and good enjoyment. Rest in peace at home. You see, do you know, I cried because Buhari, after he won the election in 2015, went to London to go and spend time. People like Omekri, even though we are talking about Reno now, we should give it to Reno. Reno was part of the people who went there and said, Baba, you must go home. Baba, you must go home. Baba, you must go home. Now, Baba came back home. Where are we today? Now we want to go and put another person there so that one will go and line up in London or in US and Baba go home. Another Baba go home. Another. It's unfair. You see, people are not unfair to. We see this matter, it's not a joke. People are not fair to that man. No. We should hold them responsible. And if anything should happen to Agbado Master, sir, we are going to sue some individual in this country. If anything should happen to that man, we will hold APC responsible. We are going to sue their leadership for allowing that man going through this stress. That man needs rest. So I have spoken to a lot of APC leadership and some of their top people, even some of them canvassing for him. And they will tell you that, oh boy, we understand what you are saying. Age is not even our concern. Our concern is that that man is sick. That man is not feeling okay. You see, let's be realistic. Let's tell. If you are APC here, I beg you in the name of God. My name is ID Jele. I'm a senatorial candidate for Kogi East 37. Very strong, energetic, and I can decide not to sleep for the next 2 days, and I'll still be on my feet. We need such energy in this country. And then I'm only begging, I'm begging in the name of God, in the name of all the gods in my village and in my father's house, in my mother's house, that you people should respect somebody's life and spare that man to live long and enjoy the fruit of his labor. I said it before. I'm one of the people who stood and said, I wish Buhari should take the ticket in Tinubu should take the ticket in 2015, because I believe he could have done better. If he would have taken the ticket from Buhari in 2015, we all know and we all believe the country will be on a better scale than it is right now. That is the fact. Having said that, let's go back to the topic on the violence space. APC PDP candidate on live TV. Now they fear. Saddam, you are not fair. You are not being fair to these people. Are you okay? Somebody that have traveled to, even you answer yourself, to Gombe and is sleeping. Now you want the same person to go and stay on podium with Obi or with Sowore. So that Sowore will just get angry and begin to say, revolution down, revolution down. Even the heat of the revolution down, can swing some people off the podium and they will just fall down. They will have national emergency. Please, I beg in the name of God, that one will not work. that man cannot stay on the podium to stand. You see, there are some people, when they ask them question, do you see them carry one paper and be looking at it and to answer? No. Do you see that they're holding their hands up? No. So now you cannot allow, we should
Isaiah, are you all right?
And they cry because you see, some people are not feeling well, and we want to enforce them on Nigeria. We want they don't want. It's not nice. It's not Nigeria youth. We should wake up from this truth now. You see that man. Some of these people need to go and rest. They need rest. It is their grandchildren. You are depriving them of their grandchildren. You are depriving their grandchildren of enjoying their great grandpapa. They are not just their grandchildren. Some of them have great grandchildren already. Who's supposed to be? That is what the Bible says. He said, "My children shall surround around my table. My children shall surround about my table. They shall surround their table." The children are supposed to be surrounding the table. Meanwhile, they are taking them to go and meet one Oba. Campaign has not started. Campaign has not started. Now, people are sleeping. Oh, God of mercy. What if the campaign start? Please, this topic, to me, it will not work. Because it will be on another national morning that some people will stand on their feet for 1 hour, 2 hours to answer a question. No, they cannot do it. And I want to let us know that I said it and I say it again. Outside the Obi as the Labour Party candidate, I have another candidate, which is my presidential candidate, the person of Johnson Felix, a Hajai and able man, and Shore of ASC, another young party, a candidate in another party. Those are the people I'm seeing. The two names up there, sorry, I'm not seeing that. And for Agbado, at least Atiku can stand on his feet and speak for some time and defend himself to some extent. But you see, I wish APC gave us Osibajo so that Obito will be on his feet and be kitty. That is the system we want in Nigeria. That two able, agile men are facing themselves face to Operation Face Me, I Face You. That is what we wanted. But you see, the Nigerians were not fair to one another. And I beg us in the name of God, let's have mercy on these old men. That we should not vote them into power. So that some of us here, I pray we all grow old. But trust me, my prayer is that when I grow old, I should be able to sit down and rest. That is why I'm doing politics at early age. So that I can rest as a stage. I will just be a statesman and push the younger people to the front. You see, let not be selfish. And let not be greedy, because if you think, I tell you, some of us here, some of the, sorry to say, most of the party loyalists of this big time party, it is all about what they are going to get if they get into power, about what they are going to get when they get into power. And I'm not afraid to say my mind any platform, anywhere, and I remain true to my belief as a pro-youth that once you are 65, to maximum of 70 years, go and rest. Please, I beg all of us here, and I think we need to hashtag Mr. Sadan. You are not being fair to Jagaban. You are not being fair to Agbado. We need to hashtag have justice for Tinubu, justice for Agbado Master, because they are not doing him well. We need to hashtag justice for Bats, justice for we must hashtag justice for him, because they cannot be taking him up and down. She taking our Agbado Master anyhow as they like. No. That man need to remain in position for us to come and be paying him homage. We don't need him up and down because he cannot be sleeping while going for an important meeting. We disagree in the name of Jesus, and I bind everything that say they will impose people and us in Nigeria. No to it. I hear back and I still remain here. Opportunity given to me again. Then I talk about my candidacy and those who want to support me in 2023. And Saddam something last time. He said, I will endorse you and I will keep endorse you until there is anything about you that reflecting like that of what is his name? Hush Puppy. I can tell you categorically here that I have a clean record as a young man that started with God, only God. At the age of 21, I had my first car. At the age of 25, I had a company. And from that time to today, my life has never remained the same. I have a company here in Nigeria. I have a company in Ghana. I have a company in Mali. I have an affiliation company in South Africa. I have in this thing, and I trade on so many things. A beauty and health company, oil and gas company. That is what I do for a living. I have never in my life have anything to do with anybody of sending me money from Canada, from US, or wire anything to. I don't even know how to do it, and I will never do it. And Jesus alone is the source of my wealth. I have never bowed to anything to become who I am. It is only God and God alone and Him alone, and He's the one propelling me to my next destination. I know where I'm coming from. I belong to the family of people who believe in giving. I started at early age. While I was in school, I have once removed my wristwatch, removed my everything. I have once emptied my money. If you remember when phone came out, Sonny Ericsson, I bought Sonny Ericsson like my baby, like my child. I went, Oyedepo raised an offering that they should build Canaan land in 2021 when they were raising offering for building Canaan land. I took that phone as a young boy. I saw this and I saw the money, and I told God, this will be the beginning of my miracle, that I will ever be seen well. And I can tell you, I have seen money, I have seen wealth, I have seen good money. At my age, I thank God for what I have achieved and for what I have gathered so far. But it's all glory to God. No man on earth can say, if not me, Isaiah, who would not have been this. Only God, only God. If anybody doubt it, I challenge you to bring the evidence that if it is not me, nobody. Only God and God alone. And I will never take what is not mine. That is my principle. That is my belief. The Bible said the word gotten by vanity will soon diminish. So we don't need to go in vain or go the other way to get where. Whoever that is born to be great, you must be great. Wait for your turn. Your turn must come. It is my turn to be shouting now. Some years ago, I wasn't shouting. But God knows how He brought me into this. One day, some of you here, you think you're not going to politics. Something will happen that will also trigger you if that is your destiny. The most important thing is know what you are doing, know what you are about, know where you are going, and God must prepare you to that destination. Like I say, it is time for us to wake up and take power from these old men. Whatever you believe in, if you believe in church, you believe in pastor, enter there and pray, go and take power. In your local government, in your state, in the federal level. If it is juju you believe, go and do that juju, because that is what they are using to scare us, that they will kill you. Nobody will kill you. You too go and fortify yourself. If it is mala you believe, go and go and meet that mala. Let them wash your head with the Quran. Let them bath you with the Quran. If you think you enter policy, they will kill you. Hey, politics is a dirty game. If we don't go all dirty, we can never rescue and wash the clothes. If your clothes is being put in the mud, and you say, hey, my clothes is in the mud, it's going dirty. What are you supposed to do? Enter inside the mud, rescue your clothes, and go and dry clean it, and then use it again. That is the law, and that is how we're going to sack these old men. Otherwise, they'll be sleeping on podium, they'll be sleeping in palace, they'll be sleeping on television, they will even be sleeping while they want to sign our bill, and another person will exchange the bill and put another one for them to sign because they can't even read it. And is that how the people that are going to be our president say, God forbid? Can I hear somebody say, God forbid? Yeah, God forbid. Thank you.
I respect you, guy. Oh, Ledu. You get bad. Oh, Lord.
Just imagine Isaiah now for Senate House with Sowore.
Then go here.
You understand? Now why want me Sowore go Senate? When they ginger for us.
Then go here.
My brother will support you.
Yeah.
If you go there again, then I will go drag you.
Normal
level.
Hey, I just posted something real quick where Benin Republic has asked Rwanda to support them with security logistics. And I was curious and I went online to see how many countries Benin Republic skipped over to reaching out to Rwanda. Rwanda, you have to go through Congo, DRC, Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, then Nigeria, then Benin Republic. Oh my God, what Buhari has done to this country. Ah, Lord. Who's our next speaker? Lifer. Lifer, are you there? Okay. I'll take Senior, then I'll go to Biroki back. Senior, go ahead.
Hello, Otumba, well done. Saddam, I greet you. 10 hours, no be 10 minutes, so no be something. Ken has left. I think Ken is still here. Ken, don't worry, you know who of violence department. We're going to accept your cola note and your dogu bitters. Saddam, don't give you go ahead. It's been a long time. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for letting me speak. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever, anywhere you are. Hello. Oh guys, I beg, sorry. Even if Tinubu win for 2015, nothing will change. I beg, no verse. We will support you. But if Tinubu win, he said to all the scene, I will see that because Kemi they also made the statement clear that the policy document that they are using today, economic recovery template, is Tinubu's own. The template from Lagos State. So if he did like this, that's sure you could do. I beg, what would talk that one? Guys, we'll go support you when you win. But I beg, don't tell us again, say, if Tinubu, things go day better. Even if Tinubu 10 years ago, 20 years ago, don't go day better. I beg. Yeah, back to the topic. APC and PDP candidate. I beg. Waiting, Atiku work on talk. Atiku where they read grammar for us from policy documents. All the things where Buhari don't implement already. Is that what he wants to come and read for us? What is on the test CNN? Say CNN now go tell and say, Oga, this infrastructure debit fund we talk about. Say Buhari don't do am. What you got? How you go take do your own land? Don't be fuck up. I beg. That Tinubu own. What's now want to? What does Tinubu wants to see? This is what everything that Tinubu would have done is what Tinubu wants to do is what Buhari has already done. There's nothing he can say. That's why he can't grant interview. Because there's nothing new. He already knows that everything he wants to do and he's planning to do, Buhari has done, and even worse. So coming to tell us he will do the same thing that Buhari has been doing, we already know that he's going to fuck up. So he doesn't need to come out and say anything, even if he has the strength to say it. You understand? So I'm just that's part of my contribution because and United has left. I wanted to talk about United because Saddam they always give United now a man. As it don't be a United man, now my man too. See the show whatever they talk about. We will not say very soon it will collapse in structure. So now in two vote structure it will collapse and anyway since when they do election na collapsing. My friend in 2015 and 2019, my friend supported Showore. We were in Istanbul then. He sent Showore's campaign team more than 3 times. Till today, wait we hear. You know, these people come for space, they go, they talk. They don't say, we get record, but we just they keep quiet, they listen to space. Just no could be like, say, we just won't talk too much. How many of my friends, I don't see, don't support this guy? Where the thing they? They never tell us to make them come out Kachuku. Very soon, if they attack you, they go to make them come out. So we should start, but United should not come here and start. Anyway, I like his comedy skit. He's very good. And so finally, please, obedience. Let's keep the fire burning. We thank God for everything. Peter B is a wonderful man. He has that what it takes to be a father, and not just a father and a president. First of all, if you are looking for a president, you need to see that father figure. Somebody we talk about empathy. Empathy is part of fatherhood. It's part of fatherhood. So when you look at P2B, you see him. He might not. People expect him to be quoting big grammar that maybe Atiku and all those people to come and quote big grammar, quote this one, quote that one. He don't need to do all those things. The person where they for inside the Bonny Island for Port Harcourt no understand what they call, if you tell them attribute, you know, yeah, that one, you go explain for them in simple words. So that when they do for that, when would they small, would they regard that they go watch TV, they watch TV that time, would they watch people? When they would, I won't take understand grammar. So these are simple things. So when they come here and tell us to be interview is this, is that, we all know what they are going to say, and more of them will come. The campaign will start in the next 10 days, 10 or 11 days. You will see more people. People will be say, what this one say they rant online, their own day small. You get hidden ones, we go soon come out. So my own is obedience. We should keep the fire burning. As Alam go always talk, as in their neck, if you hold the neck, make the person no feel free. People no hold on it, hold both his nose, no feel free. Another thing why I want even add join to say this, don't forget this man when they call Rochas or Korocha. She didn't bring out Ministry of Happiness for Imo State. That Ministry of Happiness will go carry and come for federal level if it will be win. Add them some kind of facility so that all these people who need psychiatric care with supporting nonsense candidates who will carry them, help them. Me, I go volunteer to help them, make them get sense back. Moku carry them come back as they do all those people, bring them back. If we carry Ministry of Happiness will be their Ministry of Happiness certificate now will give them at the end of the whole program with them. We would give them like 3 months to rehabilitate them from mental and political slavery. You know, mental and political slavery. You know, these guys are, I don't even know what to say about them, but let's just keep the fire burning, man. Saddam, don't forget my suggestion, or also no, I beg, don't forget our national anthem, because P2P don't make sense. Our national anthem, beginning or ending of violence space, national anthem, Nigerian national anthem. We need that. We have P2P has given us hope. The hope that, like I said yesterday in Akin Space, I lived in Thailand. I know what a lot of us saw, what we experienced, how they see Nigerians. But today, P2P has given us hope. When I go outside Nigeria, they feel like one kind of person, because the man don't make us. He will make the world understand. Say Nigeria is better. Nigeria can be better. Nigeria will be better. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. God bless everybody. God bless Nigeria. And whatever you're doing, I pray that God will bless everybody so that we can support the movement. Whichever way we can support, I pray that God will bless everybody. God will bless everybody. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I think we'll close now, big. We don't try. Okay, Bolande, let me allow you speak.
Hello. Well done. I mean, I know it's been hours, and it's not easy to talk for that length of time and moderating and trying to keep things from turning into bedlam. So well done. Well done, Otumba, Saddam, Max, and everybody who has spoken. We've spoken about a whole lot of things. You know, some obviously things that have made us happy, some things that we are concerned about. And I like that we're having those conversations, because at least we still have time to rectify things if we get it wrong. One of the things that I've picked up on, I mean, usually once I'm on Twitter, I tweet or retweet anything in relation to P2B or the Labour Party. What worries me is, okay, I don't know if there's now an account we're supposed to pay into to support the campaign, but there are so many support groups that I can see, you know, who are individually soliciting for funds. We know this is going to be, it's not going to be a cheap affair. If we're going to get P2B over the finishing line, there has to be some money behind it to do all the stuff that people have taken upon themselves to do. But I get worried because people come in box and say, oh, they need some money, they need to produce, they need to get some more aprons or what have you. And I don't really feel comfortable because, I don't really know them, and we're kind of, all come together as a family somewhat. But you know how it is with money and families, it always causes chaos. So I just wonder, now that we kind of have this momentum going, right, and we're getting towards the last push, is there a plan, to sort of help guide us? Who do we give money to? Who do we trust? Because the last thing I want is for, to pay money and they don't do anything with it. So I don't know anybody. I just see people with the Labour Party logo on, or I see people who, I've recognized that they're constantly campaigning somewhat for P2B, but is there a structure? Is there, on the state level, or is it geopolitical sort of areas? Is there a way that we can, or is it something that's already been sorted out that has not been communicated? Because I know I'm not going to vote, but I want to play my part as well. But also, the last thing I want is for someone to come and defraud me in the process. So that's one thing I wanted to ask about. The other thing being, we rightly so put in most of our energy into supporting P2B, but when he gets there, and I'm saying it because I believe he's going to, he hasn't got anyone around, so he's going to be a lone ranger unless we can get, governors over the finishing line and members of Senate or what have you. But I don't see a push. I don't even know if we have senatorial candidates for each state. So how are we going to, I know a lot of this will be at a state level, but P2B would need to have these people also, in public offices, because we know it's like going into the lion's den, and they know that his agenda will be to cut down the cost of governance. It will be, to head off all this corruption where the public purse is just literally, bleeding with money that people are siphoning off from the proverbial pot, so to say. So am I, it's just a thought, and maybe things are going on behind the scenes, but that I'm not aware of. But yeah, so those are the two things that I've kind of been thinking about in relation to going on forward. Oh no, and one more thing. So this court case that they filed in Lagos regarding the march, I know they've I kind of just browsed through. I didn't really read it in depth, but what are they at? What are they going to do about it? Or do they have a plan in terms of legal representation to go in and, say our own side of things or whatever? What's happening with it? Because thoughts and prayers sometimes don't work. It's sort of action, and it'd be nice to know if something tangible is going on. I don't know if any of you guys know about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for letting me have the mic again. I yield the mic back to you, Ottawa.
Thank you very much. I'll say this here because here we don't operate any how do I put it now? I don't operate any financial all we do here is we just come for the violence space, energize people. We have our projects we are planning on our own inside house. We are funded by ourselves. We support other support groups. Right now we are looking at the account for the government. That's the P2B's account, official account. We say it will be open soon. So, but there are a whole lot of support groups doing a whole lot of work. Probably I will send you some. I think we have Take Back Nigeria. We have P2B support group, P2B grassroots. There are a whole lot of support groups that are registered under the coalition that are licensed by the party itself. So please, you should understand that this period is campaign period. That Nigeria is unfortunate that we have a whole lot of dubious people that are going to try to use this movement to siphon money for themselves. And I understand your fear. It's so hard when somebody uses their hard-earned money to come and give into a project and you're not seeing the outcome. So I understand, man. So probably what happens is I'll get you the website for the coalition group, the coalition website. So you can just go there. You can check for any of the support groups that your ideology fits with theirs. Then you can now support them there before the account comes out. That's why I say people in diaspora, please, there's nothing that's too small or too big. You can always, they need money. Magnificent, I just left here earlier on. Magnificent, they run the space also for the march. Most of these marches you see that's going on in the country, they are financing it also from their space. They help finance people on ground doing their work also, but they also add their own, raise some funds online and send to those people on ground doing the work, and it helps push the march. So any person coming to your DM and telling you they need money for apron, I will advise you also. There are people you can reach out to people. How many aprons do you want? 100 aprons. If you can sponsor 100 aprons, you pay the money straight to the tailors, and they make the aprons, and the aprons are being sent to them. Don't give anybody your money. Don't make your money and come and give anybody. That's another thing. When we enable all this fraud, when we choose to be, when we don't get accountable. You have to be accountable to your money. You have to reach out, get me the tailor's number, talk to the tailors, the designers. There are a whole lot of those people out there. So just how you reach out. If it's billboards, you can meet. I can link you up to Akin. Akin told you there's always on our space here. Akin.
Akin did this space last week or so. I can't remember exactly when, where he raised some money, and I contributed to that. He said he was doing billboards, so I'm aware of what Akin is doing. It's just that it's hard to try and discern when people are genuine or not.
Well, please just don't any person for money except you want to be a charity and be giving them. That is for you. But for me, please, there is no whatever anybody coming under the guise of Labour Party is probably coming to defraud you. So please, you don't pay them any attention.
Yes, Alan, that's correct. Yes, don't like me. I typically what I do is before I give people money, it has to be someone I know that has recommended them to me, and then it's also Magnificent and Bishop. I trust them. I have seen accountability with them a lot. I see a lot of things they're doing. There's feedback. So that's. But like Saddam said, sometimes I've also given money directly to printers myself. Well, this person says they need shirt and this, and then I find a printer, and then I'll pay the printer directly, and then they'll go pick up the stuff from them. So I get it. It's tricky to giving people money. It is. So, but anybody can just roll into my DM and ask me for money for P2B. Now, if it's a personal case where that's a different one. Well, for campaign, no, I vet a lot. I do. I talk to a lot of people. You send me a message, I see that I don't respond to you. I'll go talk to people that you don't even know how to talk to, and then I'll get back to you. But money is tricky. Unfortunately, the way things are, it's just tricky that way. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, so thank you, my brother. But you just said most of the stuff I want to say. Please, it's not. I understand how difficult Nigeria is right now, but we have a whole lot of people. Nigerians are dubious. Like, we're not all Nigerians, though, but our people, we can. I fear Nigeria. Nigeria.
It's not even to be. Some people are literally, honestly, some people are broke, and they feel like they're suffering. Some people, and they feel like the only way.
But I prefer it's better you ask for
when people ask me and tell me like they need money for themselves, I obviously I choose whether or not I give them, and I do it when I can.
Yeah.
So I don't particularly worry about that because, thanks to Buhari and the exchange rate, it's easier. It's not like we don't have other things that we can use money for. But when people approach me on the personal level, well, that's fine. But when they then go on and say, we're trying to do some hats and t-shirts and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, right, so this is an individual. I don't know if they've got a group behind them, because somehow, there's nothing out there, which that names all the support groups that are recognized, so because then obviously if there's something written somewhere, even if it's a website, then at least I can go to that
website, please.
Yeah, I'll get it and send it to you. There is.
I'll send you the website so you can just from the website you check for any support group that you think you can support. I don't want to be the one to recommend anyone for you. You can just use your discretion and support. Probably as the campaign starts and it opens up, they open up the whole pause for the P2B's campaign. You can now donate directly to the campaign. That is where, and that one now you won't have any fear or shaking. But I'm telling you, the whole lot of the support groups are doing a whole lot of hard work on the ground. We can't wait for Labour. If we have waited for Labour,
I know it is. I mean, what they've managed to do in so short a time is miraculous, really.
Yes, it's miraculous because I'll say this: my APC friends they're shaking. They're wondering how will they get this money? Who they fund now? They are asking questions. They are shocked. It is unbelievable what is happening with this movement, honestly. But I know so many people are going to try to take advantage of the movement.
Yeah.
And we should try our best to block all those loopholes. If the money is coming to the campaign, let it go into the campaign so you can have your rest of mind knowing that you put your money in the right place. But we'll send it to you. Please, I think we have to end the space at this moment. My people, thank you very much for all of you that stayed back with us up until now. Over 360 of us. Thank you very much. Thank you yet for another edition of the Vawulence Space. I am so grateful. I'm thankful because without you guys, we won't be doing this. You guys are the engine to this fire that we are lighting up across the country. We have been pressing their necks and we'll keep pressing their necks. Please, for those that could not speak today, I'm sorry. We'll be having probably, if God gives us life, by Thursday we'll have our midweek space, and by Saturday we'll have same time 4 p.m. we'll have our Saturday normal edition. I think we must do that our northern Arewa's Vawulence Space. We must do it this week. I'm sorry for keep pushing it. We have been consulting some of our area brothers to make sure it happens. Thank you guys a whole lot, my brothers Otumba and Max Obesi. Thank you for holding it down with me. Oma and N6 had to go for some meetings, so they couldn't do it, but you guys have been amazing. Thank you, my brother Ridaba Best, our unofficial co-host. Thank you, Biruki. Thank you, Bolanle. Thank you, everybody up here, and I could not speak. I'm sorry. Ayodeji, thank you, my brother, and may God heal your wifey. Mommy Madonna, I see you. Joel Obedient, thank you. Olachi, I see you. Kelly. Isaiah, my senator, thank you very much. Fumi, thank you. Mary White, thank you, all of you. Stankovic, I see you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for holding it down with us. We hopefully see you guys on Thursday. And please, it will be a waste of time we coming up on these spaces if you don't have your PVC, or if you're not pushing people to go get their PVCs. Your PVC is your visa out of bad governance. I keep saying this all the time. Our PVCs is what will give us the Nigeria of our dreams. If we're spending all this our time and data and we're not pushing our people to get our PVCs, we're not doing it right. So please, as we go into this new week, May God bless, guide, and protect you and every one of us. Remember to put our principal in your prayers every day. Pray for Peter Obi. Pray to God for his guidance, for his strength, for his to keep pushing. For me, I pray every day. My prayer. Let me give you guys my secret prayer point for Peter Obi. If you guys can all say the same thing. Every day I kneel down and I say, God, please make Peter Obi bigger today than he was yesterday. So for every ground he did not cover yesterday, he will cover it today. So guys, please, you can just steal that prayer point and say it every day on your knees. God, make Peter Obi bigger today than he was yesterday. And I promise you, every day you wake up, you hear something bigger about Peter Obi, as I have always been for me. So I love you guys. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. And I see you guys next week, Thursday, on the Vawulence, please.